There's two types of people in this community. People that needed emergency care and people that will.
We're gonna get you scooted over, okay?
Had an EKG done before?
Started at my back.
Everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna take good care of it. Just relax.
I don't think most people plan to spend the day in ER.
Oh, my
These are for you today.
Thank you.
So if they're here, there's something going on. Hi, how are you? I have been on the other side of the bed. I've had a heart issue where I was a patient, 35 minutes later I was in surgery, and I didn't expect it.
Kim, do you need anything? All right.
I can't practice medicine, but I can practice care for the people who practice medicine and make sure that their day is as good as it can be. More days than not, the ER is full every time I work. We become a parking lot in the back waiting to take patients up to a floor. There's 15 rooms to use. When that's full and ambulances are still coming in, it's going to be a tough day. Realize as a volunteer, I can walk out of the ER anytime. I can leave. They can't. It may not keep me up at night because I can walk away. What we can't have is our staff walking away and going elsewhere because they have better supplies, better equipment, better staffed. We can't afford that in our community. We need to retain the people, the high quality people that we have, and care for them so they can help care for us.
My grandmother was a nurse, so I kind of learned all that helping, healing from her.
My dad was an EMT, and I always told him I wanted to be a trauma nurse.
I'm a fixer. I can't fix everything, but I can be a support to somebody on their darkest day.
Birds of a feather flock together. They have my back and I have theirs.
You never feel alone. It may be stressful and emotional, and you see things you don't want to see, but you're never in it alone.
We all have our moments of strength. This is the strongest group of people that I know. Our heart is to take care of those people, and our heart is the emergency department.
I started working at Stillwater Medical Center as the pandemic started. It's a tough thing to travel back to.
COVID-19 has been the dominating force behind most of the chaos in 2020.
Go back and look at COVID.
COVID. Oh man, that was rough.
We had no power, we had no control. Things didn't make sense. Normal, healthy people were coming in and dying. Sometimes it was the staff being the last person that was with that patient in their last moments. From a staff perspective, that was hard.
I'm sitting here talking to a patient now, not knowing that I could adequately answer with truth to say that that patient would ever come off the ventilator, because a lot of them didn't.
We're dealing with a lot of the aftermath of COVID. You know, the community's growing. We have patients who are sicker. I feel like we're seeing a lot more critical patients. If things don't get better, staff are going to continue to feel burnout. They're going to continue to feel stretched thin and exhausted, and they're going to go somewhere where they can, you know, they don't have to face the things that we face on a daily basis. I do believe our ER staff, their heart is in the ER, but I think that there comes a breaking point.
It's daunting to think of the numbers that might be coming, and how are we going to safely take care of all of those patients?
I don't have a choice. But for Stillwater Medical Center ER to be successful, I haven't a choice.
Vance never had a symptom of prostate cancer.
which would lead to bleeding internally in my bladder. I live in 2 to 4 hour increments because I never know.
It was tough.
So we met Becky. She took over, worked hard, real hard.
How are you doing?
Emergency care doesn't always have time to hear the story, but the ER staff took a few extra minutes to really hear and understand and to help move forward in the emergency.
Every time we've come, they've heard us, heard the urgency and understood and got us back. We've ever gotten lost here.
Very few people are taught to give. You have to have somebody show you how to give. The ER staff, they give. We're not donating to this hospital. We're investing.
If you have a nice facility, people appreciate that if they're looking for a place to work. But I think the ER is about so much more. These are people that know how to work. They care about what they're doing, and to have the highest quality care possible is what we want for this hospital.
We have to grow with the community. I want to provide good care. When I leave their bedside, I want them to know that they meant something to me while they were here.
To me personally, it will mean that I can go to work and feel like I'm making an impact on my patients' lives, and I have the resources to do it.
The ER, it's a family. This is for the community. This is for you. This is to provide you with the best care, the fastest care, the safest care. And that's what we do.